Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Let's do this, man. Momentum. I'm in the mood to ball out of control. What do you got for me, Eden? Poop. And... I can't tell what our other item is. Poop and Judas' Shadow. That's such an interesting start. I think that... oh, yeah. Blow this up, please. Come here. Come here. Come to my window, Melissa Etheridge. Get over here, buddy. We got some novel strategies to run. Come down. Please. Yeah, okay. Bait him in. Ooh, why don't you fire a bomb at me, big boy? I'm a genius. Now, murder me. Straight up fucking end my life. But, like, I want you to do it with a bomb after I've already killed you, just to make it easier. So let's get him real low. Good. Okay. Hit me. Thank you. And then do it again. And as soon as you fire the bomb, I'm going to trap us both in here. Fucking Rorschach style. We'll get some bombs after this anyway. This is just a way of maybe saving one bomb. Come on, dude. Don't make me murder you. I should have probably just killed myself in the process there. Anyway, here's what I'm thinking. Mr. Boom ourselves. Goodbye, cruel world. We die. Respawn as Dark Judas. Same HP. Only hold up. Now it's higher. And we've got some extra consumables to run with as well. This is not a one run by any stretch of the imagination yet. But a Dark Judas start is definitely novel. Definitely cool. And kind of like a play on that new, Neo-Lazarus style. Where you kill yourself as soon as possible to get the damage bonus. And then just, hope to pick up some extra HP to make it worth your while. I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with this. It's a very cool way to start an Eden run, and I'm glad that the game gave us the opportunity to mix it up a little bit. Doing really well on HP. Truth be told, it made my decision really, really easy. Oh, crap. It made my decision really, really easy by starting me out with 2 Spirit Hearts. It's like, well, would I rather have 2 Spirit Hearts or 2 Black Hearts, which are better, plus a damage multiplier? Pretty easy decision. 48-hour energy plus Mr. Boom. At the very least, should make it pretty easy for us to find secret rooms at the end of this floor if we're so interested. Magician card, not exceptionally important. Probably. Let's look for a secret room, shall we? We'll pop one down right here. Just to be on the safe side, why don't we take one charge of Mr. Boom into our boss fight in case we got like Duke of Flies or something like that. It'll kill him instantly. Famine. Blue Famine. I'm going to try it. Majestic. As far as, yeah, he had to be like 1 hit away from that. Now, if we can just stack up a number of Spirit Hearts here, this would be beautiful for us. I realize I'm skipping an extra room here, and it's a big room. That's why I'm skipping it. We get Ball of Bandages, head down to the next floor. With 5 HP on the basement, and a, we're either dead, or we've got to deal with the devil. There actually is a way that we could get a deal with the devil, or we could lose a deal with the devil and survive, but it's incredibly unlikely. Let's run through the steps. You can work through it right now at home if you're interested in working out the steps for yourself. Tears Down sucks, obviously. Here's the steps. We pick up HP, somehow. Could be an all stats upgrade, could be not an Eternal Heart, but 2 Eternal Hearts or something along those lines. You get the idea. Then somehow, we end up losing the HP in the process. We just picked up Ipecac. I love this item. Straight up, Ipecac is one of my favorite items in the game. It's obviously a risk-reward kind of thing, and now Mr. Boom seems not nearly as useful. However, I love it. We beat we beat the game as the Lost with this and Shielded Tears, which I'll always have memories of, And I'm happy that we're going to be able to hopefully ball out of control on this run as well. What did I say before the run started? I'm in the mood to ball out of control. Nothing has changed. My mood is... It's a rock, man. That wasn't like a clandestine Mega Man reference. Not that a Mega Man reference? A Mega Man reference would need to be clandestine. You get the idea. So on top of this, that was terrible damage, but on top of this, let's see what we get on our deal with the devil, which again is all but guaranteed right now. This run has been very, very kind to us so far. Terrible damage right there. And that's why you always check to see what your Eden runs, or Eden items are when you start the game. I could have just as easily thought that I had like Lazarus's Rags or something like that. I probably would have done the same thing, I guess, if I had Lazarus's Rags, but I could have thought that I had the Ankh and just been like, no, we'll save that for like a rainy day. which may end up being the right decision, but I doubt it. Speed up is exactly what we need. On top of that, huge pickups for us. Basically the ability to fly. If we can get that, there's not that much that can stop us. Come on. Occam's Razor on the second secret room. Don't let me down on this one. Missing pay. Why not, right? We might as well. I might as well go back and look for our secret room as well. There's a chance that it'll give us enough money to get whatever we would want from the shop, which I don't know what that is yet. Yeah, I was gonna say, that first one was a little off. This one's perfect. It still could give us the money we need. Just looks a little less likely. Well, now we need to blow up our donation machine a little bit, but we don't want those anyway. I don't want your bullshit, Mr. Boom. I'm gonna blow you up anyway, though, because the battery might be useful for us in the future. I was gonna say bullshit, Mr. Boom battery. We have no interest in Mr. Boom battery, but I guess it could theoretically be useful to drop 2 Mr. Booms in a boss fight if they're rushing me down and Ipicac's, like, looking annoying. Or if we want to blow up, like, multiple tinted rocks that are too close for comfort for us to hit with Ipecac or something. I don't know. Anyway, this is a good moment. 6 Spirit Hearts. And 1 Red Heart as well. And then our deal with the devil is Gimpy, Little Brimstone. We can only take 1. We gotta roll Little Brimstone here. No doubt. Little Brimstone plus Ipecac is not a fantastic combination functionally, because you gotta, like, fire continuously with Ipecac in order to charge Little Brimstone, which is not always the easiest thing to do. But from a damage standpoint, it's just crazy good. Definitely will throw down an attack fly here as well. So we gotta be very cautious. Like, we don't need Little Brimstone plus Ipecac to kill enemies, but if we can get it, why not, right? It's a pretty nice 1-2 punch. But I gotta be careful for this exact situation, where I hurt myself like an idiot trying to charge Little Brimstone, even though it's completely unnecessary. So we gotta think a little smarter about it. This is a combination that, you know, in theory could get me killed. I'm hoping it doesn't. In a weird way... Stupid, stop charging Little Brimstone. In a weird way, it might actually be good to get a Tears downgrade. Because with the Tears downgrade, I wouldn't be tempted, or I wouldn't be able to fire as many Ipecac shots. I've really got to turn my brain off of Little Brimstone mode. I have a Little Brimstone switch on my brain, and it says, you know, start playing the game as if you have regular Brimstone, but it doesn't shoot properly. It's still a huge item. But that means you're holding the button down at all times, which means you're blowing yourself up with Ipecac. Let's just imagine we don't have Little Brimstone for now. Let's play as if we don't have Little Brimstone. Or we can just walk backwards through every door. And then hit ourselves immediately upon entering the next room. This is going bad very, very quickly. We don't have Little Brimstone anymore. We took Little Brimstone for Deal with the Devil precedent only. This is like some... I'm making it up, but it's hurting me to say it because I love Little Brimstone so much. I'm sorry, Little Brimstone. We'll come back to you at some point, I promise. Just for now... You're not the right item at the right time for us. You might be later on this run. But for now, I don't want to get myself fucking murdered like an idiot. The Hive, or not Hive Mind, but the Mind. Crazy good. It's my favorite of the Holy Trinity items. I say that a lot, but I really mean it. 48-hour energy. It's pretty much meaningless. We'll roll with Liberty Cap, though. We should take 48-hour energy instead of the Magician, which we don't want anyway. We got an Isaac's room situation over here. Clean room. Sleep in the bed. I think it gives us extra Spirit Hearts here. Yeah, that was really useful. And that'll be like a crawl space or a black market. It's a crawl space, which is probably better for us. Not super stoked about Bum Friend. Some of the toughest offensive dodging I've ever done right there, but we'll take Bum Friend anyway. It's not like he's going to be ricocheting my Ipecac shots back at me or anything like that. Good, we're back in a good situation. I'm glad I basically got smart before I completely ruined my run. It could have been really bad. It's a second 48-hour energy, which doesn't do too much for me. We want to come out this way, I guess. If we get a better spacebar item, then I'll be thrilled to have these 48-hour energies. As of right now, they're basically just absolute trash. I mean, I might as well be using Mr. Boom, but I kind of don't want to throw Mr. Boom down somewhere and then ruin my chances at being able to dodge in any specific place, you know? you know. It's not that big of a deal. We can get away with not having those extra bombs. Alright, yeah, bum friend. That's a good match right there. You can take those. I got 1 penny out of it, and I got the key anyway. Thank you, attack fly. Tricky room. Tricky room with Ipecac. Normally, kind of a simple room. Let's use some attack fly shenanigans here. Good. I can't believe I ruined my chances of getting to that. Don't really need the trinket, but the chest would have been nice. The trinket also would have been nice, especially if we end up getting Guppy's paw. Sorry, Guppy's tail or something. Alrighty. I would like the Spirit Heart. Yeah, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm not ashamed to farm up our donation machine for a little bit of extra love there. And that extra black heart is useful too. It's doubtful we'll get a secret room here, but hey, or deal with the devil. One day I'll get it right. But hey, why not have the resources necessary to take advantage of it if we do, you know? Nicely done. And a little extra damage and speed. I'll take it. Feeling great about this run. So convinced that we're not going to lose. However, I do need to stay vigilant. And in a way, that's kind of the best run, man. It's like we're a kid in school. And we're smart, but we're not so smart that we can afford to be super lazy. So as a youngster, we get imbued with, you know, good work ethic. And that only ends up benefiting us later in life. That's how it's not like our Epic Fetus run where, like, no matter what happened, we're going to be fine, except in 0.1% of scenarios. So in those 0.1% of scenarios, if they happen, we're fucked. In this case, we're like a 90-10 favorite, probably. So we're still keeping our vigilance about us here, because it could go wrong. And I've had situations where it's gone wrong in the future, but we're playing smarter now. It's important to remember, you know, don't get the sunk cost fallacy. That's it's something that, like, salesmen often use to kind of get you to buy extra stuff, but it's just a cognitive bias that is kind of innate. Sunk cost fallacy is like, well, I've already spent X on it, I might as well spend Y, you know, like X plus Y. It's like if you're buying a new car, and then the salesman is like, well, you know, you can get leather seats for like an extra $1,000. And if someone asked you separately if you wanted to get leather seats were worth $1,000, let's assume that for this person the answer is no. They would say, no, I'm not paying $1,000 for leather seats. That's ridiculous. But if they're already dropping like, you know, $30,000 or $25,000 on a new car, they're like, you know, what's another 3% to get leather seats? It's not necessarily invalid, you know, lines of thinking. However, it's interesting. We don't want to get sunk cost fallacy, in this case, on Little Brimstone, which is basically like, it's a little bit, I'm using the term improperly, but, you know, we bought Little Brimstone, we have to use it. Similar, but different. Little Brimstone actually has a use outside of just being Little Brimstone, and that's, come on. That's Deal with the Devil Precedent. Gimpy would have been a better item for Deal with the Devil Precedent if we weren't going to use Little Brimstone. Probably. But that could change, actually. If we end up picking up Brimstone or Mom's Knife, then we lose our tier effect. What did we start with? What was our first item? It was the poop, right? Yeah. But we'll lose our tier effect for Ipecac if we pick up one of those items. And as a result, we could then start using Little Brimstone, which would be a really nice damage-dealing bonus for us. What am I doing here? Very, very stupid. Just fire another Ipecac shot. I was like, they're gonna die. And then I got myself sunk in there, and I was like, oh shit, what do I do now? Should have just kept up with, you know, business as usual. It was going fine. Pop up. Thank you. I fucked it. That's alright. Pop up, pop up, pop up. About a minute ahead of schedule if we want to get to Boss Rush. I got to Boss Rush on our last run, and then ended up not doing anything with it because the items all kind of sucked. It ended up working out for us in the end. But you know, it has me a little bit skittish about investing too much to get to Boss Rush on this run, but past results are not indicative necessarily of future returns. Well, they're not guarantees, they're indicative, perhaps. Dark Bum would be a great pickup here if we can get it. Let's keep that in mind as we inevitably approach our presumed deal with the devil here. There we go, I'll take that. Wow! Let's not talk about that damage, shall we? Try to take a shortcut over the spikes. Not a great idea. That makes me feel a little bit better. There's our second secret room. I let the bum get all that money, which I probably should not have. I'm content not taking Whipworm. I don't think we need that bomb. I don't think it's worth the risk of me accidentally taking damage there, which seems relatively likely. This is actually a good situation for us because we can afford to actually use little Brimstone in here. Wow, that was a hell of a fast shot. Oh my god. Stop it. Stop it. I have put myself in a bad position again. But we did get a damage and HP upgrade there, and this is good. This is the time when you want to fight Krampus, when you're feeling a little nervous about your HP, but not so much that you're actually going to die during the Krampus fight. Lump of coal. I think it helps us. Down to the next floor. Still a little spotty. I was very confident when we left the last floor. Confidence is eroded somewhat. Curse of the Blind is always a bit of a crapshoot, but in a way, I almost welcome Curse of the Blind Ipecac because of its absurdity. And because of the fact that it would force me to play better. You know, I don't want to coast, always. Balling out of control and coasting, two very different things. If you've earned a coast, then coast, man. Okay. Incredibly tiny chest. Bum friend, I really need you to, like, leave that money on the ground for a quarter of a second longer so I can actually get over to it. I would appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to try all attack flies on this guy. In hindsight, no, I'm not. That's a stupid idea. That's why it's good. People are always like, you know, talk about your ideas out loud before you do them. Talk your decisions through. That's because sometimes in your brain, you don't understand how stupid something is until you actually hear it. I'm gonna sell my car and buy a jet ski. You see, when you say it, you're like, that's dumb. Don't sell your car to buy it. I don't want to talk about it. Don't sell your car to buy a jet ski. Probably. I want that nickel, but I really doubt I'm gonna be able to get it over here. Oh, what about like this though? No, no, bum friend, no. You can have the penny, bum friend. Yeah, thank you, man. That was really good. A win-win situation there. Okay, we've already had Magic Mush, haven't we? No, that was last run. Might have been last run. Pheromones. Range down. No bad trips. No bad trips. No bad trips. We're not going to lose this one. We're fine. Not going to that curse room just yet. Oh, dry baby. Magic mushroom. Oh, what? Well, I was thinking I was blowing up skulls. The exact item I asked for, and I was like, dry baby. Sometimes, man. Still, that magic mushroom pickup is extraordinary. Very, very helpful. Sneak one in there, one in there, one in here, one in here, one in here. Well, that's worth leaving. What's our time like right now? We want to be out of here by 16:30 if we're thinking about boss rush. So what I think this says to me is that we are no longer thinking about boss rush. We are concerned about survival. Anything else is just gravy. Not just gonna leave this room, but I was like, we might as well not have to deal with these the horse fuckers over here. This is needlessly vulgar, but I'm in the mood to be needlessly vulgar. The Viking. That fly, you got me. I can't even be that mad about it. I'm just impressed, really. Wow, there we finally go. Question marks. Money equals power. Oh, hallelujah. Okay, this is doable now. Not that it wasn't before. But this is like I wouldn't say it's an easy win, but the win exists on this run in no uncertain terms. What this does mean is that I should really stop letting Bumfriend, you know, take all my money. And I might want to bomb the shit out of the donation machine, but I kind of hate doing that because it only punishes me in the end, right? But maybe we'll fight greed, and then we kind of get the best of both worlds there. There is a tinted rock. Very dumb. Very dumb of me there. No spirit hearts, so I'm kind of on the ball here. We'll buy that. I don't really want. We don't. What do we want here? Like blank card? Not really. Blank card, 48-hour energy death. I mean, it sounds nice, but isn't actually that nice. I hit the wrong button. Tried to use spacebar. Should have used Q. That's all right. That's our death card gone. Also, should have just straight up saved our death card for that room. That would have saved me a lot of heartache. No damage here because we're getting to deal with the devil. Remember? It is written, and it will be done. I don't want to be here anymore. Let's do this the right way. We'll tackle the room in like quadrants. Break it up into a grid, tackle it in quadrants. Take care of enemies before you go creating other enemies. That's for me. Good. 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 Okay, don't take damage against the boss. Dry baby? Did the prophecy come true? Dry baby. And we got our Emperor card, which I've been using to nice effect recently to really speed up the late portions of the game, which is actually awesome because speeding up the late portions of the game just means you need less HP. This is our Dark Bomb floor. I believe it. Had a lot of close calls with the Cube of Meats here. Might be able to get a third level, which actually with Ipecac would be quite nice. So there's our deal with the devil. Ball of bandages for a level 2. And we'll, it is the spirit of the night. This is really, really dangerous. I don't think I should have done that, to be honest with you. Tell you what, though. I am going to try to go to this cursed room. That sounds crazy. But if we... That's exactly what I was hoping for right there. If we hit ourselves, we're going to do 1 full heart anyway. So I might as well. I was thinking, like, if we put ourselves at a half heart, what does it matter, really? I also think that maybe you're guaranteed if you go into the cursed room with just a half heart, or like 1 heart remaining. But I might be incorrect about that, so don't quote me. The ability to fly is a huge help for us. We got to be careful about it because I think Ipecac will still like explode in our face. Like, I don't think it gives a shit about that. It'll still hit rocks, I mean. Oh, maybe not, actually. Yeah, it seems a little bit more finicky. Tammy's head. Dagaz. Yeah, I'll use Dagaz right now. What do you do in Isaac if you're bleeding? Oh, don't worry, just grab the gauze. Let's try it out. Okay, so I think it's fair to say that Tammy's head is potentially awesome with Ipecac, but we've got to be extremely careful with it. It beats the shit out of Mr. Boom, which I was not using anyway, because the damage output it could give us is great. But we've really got to watch out for it. We got a Demon Judgment. I wish, man. I wish. Not today, Demon Judgment. And not today, Flatworm, either. As much as I would love to. It's going to be a very, very interesting run. This is the kind of run that makes you wonder how I beat the Lost with Ipecac that one time. I've hit myself like 16 times here. There's a Tinted Rock. We definitely got to pay attention to those now. Deck of cards kind of sucks for our current uses anyway. But this room did give us a black heart. The Devil. Emperor card's still much, much better. There's something to be said for taking the deck of cards instead of Tammy's head, probably. But I've never been one to shy away from a challenge here. I don't know when I'm going to use it. There we go. We got to stand. That's our methodology for Tammy's head. No enemies around us. We stand in the center and let it go. It still strikes me as probably having a really good chance to backfire. But at least, like, don't use it against a wall, probably. Don't use it when you're close to solid objects. Definitely. Let's check this out. You know what? I will use a bomb here just to be safe. Cricket's head is an extremely helpful item, as always. More keys is always nice. Yeah, I appreciate it. The money's good. We have money equals power. Gotta go to our shop. Because every spirit heart might be the difference between life and death. I don't know. I guess I'm holding out hope that we get Pyro. Pyro Tammy's head. Ipecac. Seems like an awesome combination. Now all we need is like Cricket's body to go along with this to make the most dangerous Tammy's head of all time. Quad shot, rubber cement, Ipecac, Tammy's head, Cricket's body. Let's do it. Let's do it, I said! Okay, what do we do? Extinguish. Step 1. The sun. Use it. Kill the enemies. Very nice. Don't want to touch that guy just yet. Okay. Joker card. 2 of diamonds. We'll pop it. Money equals power. Probably should have saved it a little longer. now that I think about it. Oh well. Another black heart. We gotta farm all these, man. If we can get one more black heart out of 100 skulls, it's worth our time. Emperor, and our other card is Lovers. We'll just throw that down, just in case Dark Bum decides to show up eventually. Thank you, Dry Baby. Made my life a lot easier. Okay. Anything? Anything at all? There we go. That was a good shot. Thought I would have gotten both. Ipecac hitbox gets a little fucky when you got Spirit of the Night along with it, I guess. Should know that. I use the item all the time. Spirit of the Night used to show up like every run in Rebirth. Or sorry, in Vanilla. Now it's a little rarer. I'm happy we got it on this one, though. Nice of it to show up. It's one of those things like... I should probably go back for that bomb just in case. But it's one of those things where, like, you know, the deck of cards play, it's probably much smarter. But the Ipecac Tammy's Head play is just so ridiculous, I almost gotta go with it. Similarly, like, Small Rock here, I think maybe a better chance to get items from rocks, obviously. At least he didn't give me the Steam Sale. I can make damage out of that money. If this motherfucker doesn't take it from me first. But, it's just a little bit more boring. Like, the Tammy's Head play is more bombastic, but I am gonna have to use it at some point if I'm gonna continue to claim that. Oh right, we have money equals power. So Lucky Rock was definitely the right pickup. I knew it was right, I just had the wrong reason for it. So let's go find a room with like a fuck ton of rocks on it and get our rocks blown up and snag some cash. There's no rocks? There's no rocks on the level anymore? We've broken all the rocks, you say? Well, I guess we'll just go. There's no shortage of rocks on the womb. They show up all the time. We should be able to get to 99 cents pretty quickly. Alright, mom fight. And hopefully a deal with the devil afterwards. There's a lot of rocks here. So most of them are going to go to Bum Friend. Most of the pennies therein, I should say. Going to go to Bum Friend. Good. Just go take the money. We'll get it later. Two of spades. I'm going to pop it right now. Emperor card more valuable for us later. Fight's over. No deal with the devil. Take the Polaroid for sure. Down to the next floor. Okay, this is our time to shine. I had an image of saying that, and then just immediately hitting myself like 5 times. Try one here, one here. A little bit of extra money, a little bit of extra damage. It means something. Emperor card is for use on the Cathedral, ideally. Or a similar floor, maybe like Womb 2, if we get Curse of the Lost on it, would be really annoying. So I would justify it there. Looks like there's a library. Thank you, Bandage Girl, for doing your part here. No! Those belong to me. Let's get out of here. Yeah, it looks like there's a library. I'm tempted. Let's let Bandage Girl just finish this off. Balls of Steel, huge pickup. And of course, we're going to continue blowing up rocks for the occasional extra money here. Why not, man? We'll get the extra damage very easily. Come on. You know, every time, every room, 0.0 or 0.32 damage. That adds up super quickly. The tick, interesting. Maybe not interesting enough to take, but interesting enough to say, the tick, interesting. I want to leave. Could have saved a Spirit Heart, I guess. This is good. Satanic Bible with 2 charges. Yes. I'm sorry, Tammy said. I know I've talked a lot about what's interesting. We're going to take Book of Belial. Should pick up all the books, but it's like, what are our odds of getting the D6 anyway? Fucking basically nil. So I'm going to take Book of Belial for the guaranteed deal with the devil on this floor, but also the huge damage increase on bosses in the future. And unlike Tammy's Head, the thing I like about Book of Belial is that it makes it so we're not accidentally going to hurt ourselves with Tammy's Head. That's a big selling point for me right now. We're doing fine on this floor. Things change, but I'm feeling confident. I don't really care about that second secret room. End up losing like a black heart to pick up a black heart. No thanks. Let's just go fight the boss. It's gonna be Mama Gertie, and we can fly, and we deal a ton of damage. This is the perfect hard counter for Mama Gertie. I found like a perfect hard counter for bosses is to like fucking kill the shit out of them in like a second before they can even do their attacks. We'll take Halo, even though we want permanent Polaroid invincibility, and we'll immediately trade that shit away for Abaddon, and we have just upped our damage and HP in a considerable way very, very quickly. If it wasn't a win before, it's looking real good now. Let's make our way up here. Two-shot? Probably two-shot these guys, if I can actually hit them. Bad damage, but Blackheart got him killed anyway. Very happy for that permanent Polaroid invincibility still. Ah, yeah, little Brimstone, I forgot about you. Welcome back to the party. On big rooms, you can still be a big help. There we go. Dark Bum would have been so good on this run, man. I mean, when is it not, I suppose? At the same time, come on. Excuse me? Try it like that? No? Like this? Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Like that. There we go! All that just to fight Super Greed. He's super greedy. We will get 99 cents though. And now Dark Bum, or not Dark Bum, regular Bum. You can farm to your heart's content, my friend. I'm not sure what you could possibly give me that I would be excited about, but you got it all, man. I guess I appreciate that Spirit Heart. Wow, what a bad attitude. I guess I appreciate it. Wasn't even going in the right direction there. That's probably on me. Why even pick it up? You're just depriving the bum friend now. Bad damage. It's okay. You got something for me? No? Alright. There is a tinted rock back there. I should go back for that. Not sure if our range went down with Abaddon. It shouldn't, I think. Oh, man. I didn't know we didn't have small rock yet. These are big plays. Again, a loss should be basically completely avoidable here. Let's phrase that more elegantly. A win should be completely unavoidable here. Stranger things have happened, though. We got lucky that we bought that battery, even though I didn't really want it, because now I can Emperor card on the next floor and still have a full battery charge left to fight Isaac with. And then we'll just do the Cathedral the normal way. Thank you, little Brimstone, you're helping out. And little Brimstone's deal with the Devil Precedent actually helped out a lot. I love that Mom laughed because she hit me, right as she killed herself because she hit me and exhausted my black heart. Well, you can't win them all, I guess. Alright, let's try to have a better fight here than I did against Mom's heart just a second ago. Easy way to do that is just not get hit at all. Easy might not be the right word to use there, but you get the idea. Watch out for those Cricket's body shots. They've got more of a tell than I originally gave them credit for. Isaac has a sound that goes along with their spawning animation. Hang out in the corner. Probably one more wave. Yeah, it was unavoidable that time that we get stuck with one more wave, but that's okay. Very good fight. 20 keys, and it looks like it's going to be a win again. Which is nice, because there were some times during this, video that I was like, we're going to lose in the best possible position. And that's stupid. All these items are like health or invincibility. I hate it. Don't give me that shit right now. I need more damage. I don't need more damage, but if you're going to give me anything, give me more damage. That stuff's just useless. We will go to our secret room. I'm going to go down here just because easier to bomb. Key beggar? No. Quite the opposite, actually. It's a long and winding road to get to our boss fight here. Hate this room. Let's never come back that way. The irony is that they are spaced, those red poops are spaced apart further now because of people complaining about having Ipecac and just being screwed when you enter that room. But that didn't matter to me. Apparently, I'm just going to walk into them anyway. I'm like, guaranteed damage. Life's a bitch. Incredibly lucky dodge. I'm trapped, man. I made it out. That's a real surprise. Robo Baby. Sad, but this is the most helpful item we've had. Pop Book of Belial here. We're about to get another charge, plus we have 48-hour energy. I don't believe Book of Belial stacks, but might as well give it our all here. We can get multiple charges for the boss fight. I guess take advantage of it. I'm accidentally killing Monstro last here. Yeah, or that was... I hit Larry Jr. with like 2 direct hits that I did not mean to. My apologies, Larry Jr. I wanted you to drop a Spirit Heart, but instead you got in my flippin' way. You know what? This is like... This has become, pretty quickly, my least favorite room on the chest. So if I get the opportunity to use a Book of Belial on this, I would rather use a Book of Belial on this room than use one on the Blue Baby fight, to be honest with you. Blue Baby fight's very easy. The patterns are recognizable. Don't even get me fucking started on Double Cage Room, where the little spindles of rock come out, do explosive damage, and you have no idea, you know, what direction they've taken and what direction they're gonna take. Pop 48-hour energy here. Might as well use 3 Book of Belial charges, you know, just to see if that really makes a difference here. Mr. Mega might affect Ipecac damage as well. I'm not actually sure. This is one of those situations where it's basically unfathomable that we lose, so I almost want to take damage so we can get extra Spirit Hearts, or extra invincibility, so that we can finish him off a little faster. So if we can get right in there, that's good for us. Great run! I made some terrible mistakes, but we made it work anyway. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.